It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well, they told.
And they talked to us about, guys, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A look now at the Oakland offense.
One of the things I like to do when I'm scouting players is talk to those who knew him before. And I ended up finding out that Amari Cooper has been like a professional route runner since the time he was 6 or 7 years old. Has always taken the game seriously, has always worked on his craft, and you see evidence of that each and every week on an NFL field. Couple that with his athletic ability, that's one big reason he's finding himself open in the NFL.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Carr now to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson. The Raiders have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here come the Ravens now ready to get the football for the first time. The MVP of Super Bowl 47 leading his crew out there from Delaware, it's Joe Flacco.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Here's Collins. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And leaping at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
If you're a GM in the NFL and someone wants to question your credentials and you say, well, I drafted Khalil Mack, you're good to go because Khalil Mack was a 2016 NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He anchors everything they do in Oakland. Speed off the edge. Strength at the point of attack, can drop into pass coverage, can play defensive end and outside linebacker, and guess what? Hardly anyone is blocking him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run forward with Collins. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the deep. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now a play fake. Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down, the run with Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
The Baltimore Ravens talk about stopping the run. They talk about using Brandon Williams, their nose tackle, as the key guy to stop other people's ability to run the football. They just re-signed him to a new contract, making him well in the NFL.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing his car on third down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43. They go play action here on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, Collins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is Collins. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. It'll be a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still it's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you...
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Washington, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-3 the score. And we're back to Oakland after this.
the NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. To the ground, this time Lynch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 3rd down, Carr. He completes it to Bryant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Wormley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll run with Lynch. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First out, here's the run with Martin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on second down. Carr completes it right side to Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. He's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases. There goes Alex Collins. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Flacco. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it down to the 32. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On second down, Flacco to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 6-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and goal, Collins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try again with Collins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Third and goal. Flacco. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Carr now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Carl try it again on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. Third down here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
To throw on third down. Carr out left side here to Bryant. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Ravens have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Raiders with their opening drive. Quick pass and completion to Jordy Nelson. And it leads to a touchdown. Pick it up early in the first. That takes the lead up to 7. Collins is by himself here, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. Now following the fumble, here the defense will come up with the pick. Ravens take advantage and return it for a TD, which takes the lead to 3. Now to late in the first half. Carr is going to complete the pass, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Raiders go up by 4. Still a little time left on the clock. Flacco's on point with the throw, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That puts them up by a field goal. Staying late in the half. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Smith's the one who would run it back for the score. Taking the lead up to 10. Final seconds in the first half. Bryant's the target here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 47-yard line. So that'll do it for us. Let's get back out to Oakland now as we turn it back over to Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Flush to his right. And some space here. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Play action. Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense. You're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. But it's brought in by Washington. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Flacco here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They run with Collins, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Flacco. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. This is Collins on the handoff. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Flacco now. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
The slot man in motion right. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first, here's Washington. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch, who appears to have been shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. And he has to sort of pick himself up off the mat now, Charles. They were winning at halftime, now losing it. He's not playing well.
Sometimes you get into a position where you get a little bit too greedy. You feel great about how you're playing. Good first half. Hey, I can do even more in the second half. And then you make throws that you're not supposed to. As you said, he's got to start to turn things around.
See if he can erase those 2 third-quarter interceptions from his mind. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll try the counter with Washington. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Throwing now is Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser Coming in from his outside linebacker spot, he buries him for a loss of 10 or 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
First chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Ravens on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Breshad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, over.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Second down following the incompletion. And off comes to Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Now Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They start the drive with Martin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And Nelson's got it here right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Carr on the give. It's Washington. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Play action. Now it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On second down, Washington. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be third and forever. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. For the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. They give to Martin. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run the counter now on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a miss on his first attempt, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
I know this will surprise you a little bit, Brandon, but you know kickers can be a fragile breed sometimes. You got to wonder what's going through his mind, but he didn't let that first miss impact him one bit.
Hey, I kicked back at Harrison High School. Are you calling my ilk soft? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Oakland, they're on a nice early roll.